It is I, it is me, DSP, and Never Tuck Your Town TV. And you're here for another installment of the journey. Unfortunately, it's just me today. Bravo couldn't make it today. You know, I guess determined engagements, but of course we had to get the episode done. Had to
Yes,
feature
sir.
the guy, STEFAN, 40 Cal, Martinez. Y'all know the vibes. Probably the most decorated player in VOH basketball, but we're gonna get to that later. What's good, man? How you feeling, Steph?
Feeling great, man. Everything's good. You know, in a good space. Everything's great, man. Can't
Yeah, I
complain.
mean, you've been playing great hoops so far, so I can see you cheating from ear to ear. So yeah, you're happy to be here. That's
Yes,
glad.
sir.
I'm glad that you pulled up, my boy.
Yes, sir.
So,
Appreciate
I
you,
mean,
man.
normally on the show, we have guys discuss their journey in hoops. You know what I'm saying? Normally, I ask dudes to start in high school, but as of lately, I was like, you know what? Let me just ask, where did the basketball love affair start? You know what I mean? So when did it begin for you?
Since I was a little, funny story. So when I was 3 years old, my dad's friends they would come to the house and I had all these basketball cards. And I'm good with memory. Memorization is like my thing. I love taking tests. I'm a good test taker.
Right.
So one of his friends, my family from Trinidad. So if the Trinity accent come out when I gotta tell the stories, it's
Of
gonna
course,
come
of
out.
course, of course, of course.
So one of my dad's friends is like, Gregory, you know your son that man could read. My dad, my dad is like, boy, that boy can't read. He's 3 years old. He can't read. He's
Right.
like, Gregory, trust me, he can read.
Uh-huh.
So he bringing out all the playing cards, and I'm naming everybody. I'm like, oh, him, Ronnie Cycli, Larry Bird, Michael
Right.
Jordan, Pippen, Isaiah Thomas, Rodman, and he's like, he can read. He's like, no, the boy just know basketball.
He just knows hoops.
So
Right.
from then, that's where it started, man.
Okay.
Since I was like three, I just love basketball.
Okay. Shout out to your older brother. So that was
Yes.
that. I mean, you got two older brothers, right? You got
Yeah.
Shaden, and then after Shaden, my guy
Yeah.
called Trinity Boy Martinez. Salute to him.
Yeah.
So were they influential in that?
Oh man, everything. So it started. I obviously liked it. If I'm looking at all the playing cards, I'm memorizing everything. But then once I got a little older and I'm watching them, Sean was the first one. I wanted to be, and I looked like Sean, so I
Right.
wanted to be Sean.
Right.
And you grew up with him. He was very
Yep.
Trendy, always into
Yep.
fashion, this, that. He was a
Always.
trendsetter.
Yep. That was
So
his thing. Yep.
yeah, and he always got some stupid, slick sayings. That's him.
That was yes.
So he always
Shout
had
out
something
to
slick to say.
Sean Boy.
Yeah.
That's my dude, yo.
So I wanted growing up, I wanted to be like him. So that's where it came from. He was a hooper. I'm like, oh, I gotta. He played soccer. I'm like, I gotta play soccer. He played ball. I gotta play ball. He played football. I gotta play football. So that's where I started loving it. And then as far as getting competitive,
Right.
Shannon was just on a different level of
Mr.
competition,
One-on-one
man.
himself.
Bro, when I tell you, I used to fight this man every day growing up.
Right.
He not holding nothing back.
Right.
I used to have to fight him so much that I would have to go get Sean because I can't do. Yeah, I'm sick of this. I can't do nothing with Shaden. So I'm like, yo, Sean, man, this dude, he picking on me. I gotta get somebody bigger. I gotta get somebody bigger.
Right.
And that's really where I got the competitiveness from, man. Shaden will face you in anything. He don't care what it is. It could be picking up sticks. He gonna pick up more sticks than you, faster than you, better than you. He don't care. He's just the guy is just resilient. He's just nonstop. He's on you from the time you wake up. Childhood was amazing with my brothers because Shannon would just make up games.
Yeah.
We could have nothing in the house and he'll just make something up. And now you going competitive this is a real thing.
Competitive. It's
over nothing. Over nothing. And he would talk so much trash that you got I gotta beat him. And now you playing him until you beat him.
Right.
So that's where I got my competitive nature from. So what you see on the court is just what I learned, from my older brothers.
It was bred in you pretty much.
Yeah. I'm very grateful.
You started playing CYO, right?
Yeah,
that was the first level you started playing at, right?
Yeah.
St. Greg's?
Yep.
Just like okay, that was the whole family went to St. Greg's.
Yep. And that's when I really fell in love with it, man. That organized basketball, losing meant something. That's when I learned that I like to win, but I hated to lose. That's when I really learned that because playing pickup ball, like there's always another game. You could play
Right.
again, you could play again, you play again.
Yep.
An organized game, when that game is over, you go home after that.
Right.
So you sleeping on that L.
Yep.
And that's when I like had the feeling like, yo, I hate this. Like I can't lose, man. Like
Right.
I can't wait for the next game. So I'm
Right.
practicing all week, practice hard just for the next game. And like that's when I really, you know, got that competitive
And that
edge
goes back
from.
to the competitive nature that was bred in
Yeah,
you by your
yeah,
brother. So
yeah.
full circle. I see you. I see you. I see
And
you.
and
But
then luckily for me, in CYO at St. Greg's, we had this coach. His name was Rich Swozo. Yo, this man, CYO seasons are like most teams play like 12, 13. You get 10 games, and you might have like one in Christmas tournament. And then if you
right.
make the playoffs, you got that
Hmm.
in counties.
Right.
Coach Swozo had us playing 50 game seasons back in the year 2000, 2003, whatever, 2000 back then. Before there was no AAU. He had
Right.
us playing AAU circuits at that age.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah. So like, and then,
Okay.
so I started coaching at like age 21, 22 with Shannon. I was Shannon's assistant coach.
Right.
And at that point, it's like, when you're a kid, you like, you appreciate things, but not like, at that point it hit me. I'm like, wow. Cause it was taking all my time. I'm like, wow, this man used to put us in 50 game seasons. He was giving us all his time. Like everything he did was with us.
Right.
And
That's
like,
why I was like 50.
that's
Yeah.
when it
Like,
really hits you.
whoa.
Yeah.
He was
50
dedicated.
game seasons. Yes, man. It was crazy. And we're only playing the best competition. We're playing the county champions of every county. Sullivan County, Orange County, Westchester County. He had us in the Bronx playing against the teams from the like this man was just he was crazy. He had us playing everywhere, every day. We were practicing on the off season. Like this wasn't even a thing in CYO, like off
Right.
season
That's what I'm
practice.
saying.
Like
I'm sitting here
he was
wilding out. I'm like, for real?
yeah,
He did that?
yeah.
That's
Yo,
what's up, yo.
he was that dedicated with us, man. And we went to the
That
county
shows that
championship
he loved
every
hoops,
year.
bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Fifth grade to eighth grade, we went to the county championship every year.
Mm.
Every year. So like a lot of that goes. I owe a lot to that man. And like
Right. I mean,
my
look,
best
I
friends
mean,
that I
how
met through
many
basketball,
CYO coaches do you know would do that?
none.
I don't
The
know
only
many.
teams that were playing crazy circuits like that was St. Joe's. They were
Hmm.
filthy, and
Yeah.
St. Peter's.
Right, right.
And even those teams, I don't think they were playing 50 games. We were playing
Nah,
like
I don't
every
think we were
weekend.
playing 50 neither, bro.
Yeah,
But you
yeah.
could
No, it was
see
crazy.
the results. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? You said you guys were in counties
every
every
year.
year the remaining years that you played.
Yeah,
So,
we missed counties one year, and he wasn't our
okay.
coach for that one year.
Oh, okay.
We never missed counties with him as our coach.
Okay. So what was
Yeah.
that? That's before middle school, right?
That was middle school. That was like
Oh, that
fifth
was
grade
middle school. That's
to
right.
eighth
Okay,
grade.
and then
Yep.
high school. So wait, did you go through the whole carousel in high school, like freshman, junior, varsity,
I
or
played. So my first taste of varsity was my eighth grade summer, going to ninth grade. Um, there's tryouts for the summer team. I made the varsity summer team. That was like one of the best summers of my life.
right?
We went to like 5 sleepaway camps that summer with Coach Sampson and Coach Roth.
Mm-hmm.
I was the youngin on the team, but like
Okay.
amazing summer. The school year comes around. I'm assuming like because I'm putting the work in. I'm like I'm playing this year. I'm playing varsity this year.
Right.
I get cut from the varsity. Man, when I tell you, I'm crying
You were tight.
uncontrollably.
You were tight.
I
Yeah.
wanted it, man. I wanted
Right.
it bad.
I fully
So,
understand, bro.
yeah, I wanted it. So I played my freshman year. I played JV for Coach Metcalf.
Okay.
Had a
Shout out to
had
Coach
a
McMahon.
Yeah, had a great experience, great season with them. Played alongside John Kubanik. This kid was a beast.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of people don't know who John Kubanik is. I'll probably gonna bring him up a few times in this story,
Okay.
but
Okay.
he was a beast. He was a sophomore. I was a freshman.
Okay.
So I played with him. Me and him built a good bond, great on the court together. And in my sophomore year, I made varsity.
Okay.
So that year, I wasn't sure how things were going to go. At this time, so Coach Ryan now becomes the head assistant coach, and
Mm-hmm.
Coach Rolf's still the varsity coach.
Right.
So now I'm playing summer ball, and I'm not really playing much. Like I'm not getting like no burn.
No burn. Right. Mm-hmm.
So Victor Jackson's the starting point guard, and Victor's tough. Victor's nice. He ended
Yeah.
up playing at Manhattan. So
Okay.
Victor was good. So I'm sitting behind, the older guys throughout the summer, not really playing much. School season gets here, I make the team, but I'm still like behind everybody.
Right.
And then we get to our first scrimmage against Pearl River.
Okay.
At this time, Pearl River had Brendan McManus, who
Oh,
is
okay. Yes, I remember him.
all-time leading scorer, Robin
Yeah,
County.
I remember him. Yeah.
So this is one of my first, real action on varsity.
Right.
They announced the starters. I was on the starting lineup, and I never came off the bench again after that.
Nice.
Yeah,
And you said that was preseason, right? Preseason
yeah,
scrimmage.
yeah. That was our first scrimmage.
And that was 10th grade, right?
Yeah,
What was y'all record that year? You remember?
we were solid. Not nothing crazy. Maybe like 14-6 regular season, 13-7.
Yeah,
But
sounds about right.
the county was crazy at this time, though.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, I know. I was about to ask you. I was like, yeah, around that time,
Yeah, I think
everybody was nice. Like
Spring Valley
everybody.
Spring Valley might have won like undefeated, like 18-2 regular season. They had Muton, Vaughn
Yep.
Hellinger,
Mm-hmm.
Buddha,
Mm-hmm.
Rudy, Lamont, Leonard. Their team was
They had a
crazy stacked.
squad. Yep.
Crazy stacked. So there was them. Then you had Suffern, who had like Kevin Buno, who was varsity since his freshman year.
Freshman year.
So
Yep.
so like one good thing I had throughout my high school career. So the upperclassmen, I had so many guys to look up to. Brett Harvey, Kevin Buno, Buddha, Joe Lindsay, Chance Wellington. So these are just so I was like since I told you since 3 years old, like I'm
Right.
studying the game.
Right.
So
Right.
like from before that, like I could tell you everybody that played in Rockland County ever. Like that's how much I
Okay.
love the game.
Okay.
Like I love the game and I respect the game that much.
That's
So
what's up.
like
That's
I'm
what's up.
taking I'm taking things from all of these guys. Like every player's like signature move. So Brett Harvey had this little like head fake he'd do while handling the ball. Like no, people never really did that in the full court. Like he's in the
Right.
back court, you pressing
Right.
him. He had this head fake move that would make you like jump a little bit, and
Yeah. And
he
then
would
he'll
split
just
the
blow by
trap
you.
with that.
Right.
Kevin Buno had this joint where like he would go from walking to just sprinting in the
Mm-hmm.
half court, and that's how he would get his shot off. I
Right.
stole that move. Like that's one of my favorite moves forever. Him
Right.
and Steve Diaz had that move. You know Steve.
I
They
already
both
know. Yeah, I already
they
know, bro.
both like two guys that perfected that. I'm watching them two, so I'm stealing that move from them.
Right.
Buddha had the crazy crossover. So one of my moves was to get a shot off. I would have a wide crossover in place though to freeze you, and I step back a little bit.
Yeah.
Bomb.
Get
That
your
was my
move.
bread and
Right.
butter. I would get like 4 points, 6 points every game off that move. So
Okay.
I'm just taking moves from all these great players that were in the county at the
Right.
time. Um, one of the best defenders we ever had in the county. He didn't play high school in the county. He ended up going to Jersey. James Bryant.
Okay.
He was just a crazy lockdown, man. I mean, his game was crazy, everything. But one thing he did was lock down.
Let's play deep. Right.
So I used to like, and he would get in his stance and like have his head out like that, like real cocky.
Right.
And that's something I took from him. When I was like
Yeah.
in
Right.
the zone defensively, I'm in you like this, like
Yep.
jet in your
I've seen
face.
it. I've seen it.
And like to this day, I do that. I got that from him.
Right.
Like so, I would just watch all these guys and just like everything they had that was great. I would try to cherry pick it and add it to my game.
Add it to your game. Right.
So we had so many. And my two favorite players probably was growing up was Joe Lindsay and Chance because
Mm-hmm.
like I was very skinny in high school. So watching two small skinny guards dominate the way they dominated, I didn't
Right.
get to play against them because my freshman year I got cut from
You were.
varsity
Yeah. Right.
and they were seniors.
Right.
But I would get to watch them because I was on JV. So after we
Right.
played, we'd watch them play.
Right.
And like these two guys together just dominated
Cooking.
the court. They're just ying, 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 up and down, up and down. So I would try to like that and really inspire me and made me feel like, okay, I belong because there's two small guys that are
Right.
the best on the court.
Right.
So yeah.
That's what's up, man. And that was your junior year.
So now that was my sophomore year that I'm
Oh,
playing
that
against all
was your
these guys.
sophomore year.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
said you went like
So
14-6.
like
How far
14
did you
and
go
6,
that year?
we lost to the team that went to the state championship, New Rochelle. They had Jeff McDermott, who was like Jeff McDermott was like
Beast.
6'7", six
He was
eight,
the beast.
strong. He was the quarterback for the
Yeah, I was about to
varsity.
say he played
That
football. I was
they
just
also
about to
went
say
to
that.
state. So
Yep.
he went to state. Him and Ray Rice went to state for basketball and football.
And football. Yep.
So he was good. He was very good in football. But Ray Rice was the guy, obviously.
No,
You
Ray
know,
Rice was
Ray
the
Rice
dude
was
in football.
different,
Yeah, he
different.
was different.
So basketball, the roles switched.
Oh, okay.
McDermott was the guy, but Ray
Ray
Rice
Rice was good.
he played a significant role. He was strong, crazy
Oh, yeah.
athletic. Nobody believed like if you didn't really play basketball, you probably don't know this about Ray Rice. Knockdown shooter.
Really?
Knockdown, the cannon. The cannon. So that was
Ray
his role.
Rice.
He was strong, but he wasn't really going to the basket because he didn't have a crazy handle like that.
Yeah.
Crazy jumper. But like so, all right, I got a crazy Ray Rice story.
I didn't know that about Ray Rice, kid.
All right. So you know North Rockland football was filthy. So New Rochelle was our rival.
Right.
So we got all the football guys. My sophomore year, we got all the football guys on the team.
Mm-hmm.
So we walk in the gym. Ray Rice is like this, two girls on his arm like this, watching us. We walk in the gym. We see him. We start warming up, right?
Yeah.
We get on the court early. They
Right.
had already. I think they already did like a shoot around before that. So he
Okay.
like this. He got his shorts on and everything. Two girls with him. He talking to them, whatever. We shooting around. One of us shoots the ball, goes out of bounds,
Right.
goes to his feet. He picks the ball up from out of bounds. Bang! And he goes, "That's what's gonna happen all game," and sat back down. Yo, I'm a
Yo, I
sophomore.
didn't know Ray Rice
Yeah,
had the ratchet, bro.
the ratchet, the ratty,
I had no idea.
the
That's
ratty.
crazy, bro.
And then in pregame, he's throwing it off the glass, dunking crazy. His thighs are like how you see
Well,
Saquon Barkley's
no,
thighs. He
I've
had
seen that. Yeah.
he had legs like that, man. His
Yeah,
arms
yeah,
are
yeah.
huge, like crazy athlete. And so that year, um, they went to the state, right? But Mount Vernon is the team.
Mount
So the
Vernon
first
was
time,
nice. I think they
the
played each other that year, right?
So yeah, they played each other twice, three
Yeah.
times. So the first time they played, Ray Rice didn't play. He had come off.
Oh,
He had been injured in the I want to say in the shoulder in the state
okay.
finals for football,
Yeah.
state championship game.
Okay.
They had to force him to sit down. That's how bad he wanted it.
Okay.
So he missed early games in the season. They lose to Mount Vernon. When Ray Rice came back, they didn't lose another game. They beat them in the regular season, beat Mount Vernon again in the sections, then went on to the state final.
That's crazy.
And I want to say, who they playing in the state? It might have even been like Christian Brothers, which was like Greg Paulus that went to Duke, who
Yep.
also played quarterback.
Yep.
I know they played them in the football finals. I want to say, but they might have even played again in the
And then
basketball.
basketball, right?
They might have
Yeah.
played again. Yeah,
That's crazy, yo. I
yeah,
forgot
definitely
that you
football
went
though.
there. That's crazy. I
Yeah,
forgot you went there. That's
yeah.
wild, bro.
And that was my sophomore experience. Ray Rice guarded me that whole game. That was one
Word?
of my.
Oh, that's yo.
It was crazy.
That's mind blowing, bro.
It was crazy.
That's mind
Yeah.
blowing. You're like, yo, an NFL All Pro running back.
Yeah.
Oh
Sorry,
yeah, he was guarding me. I remember that.
pardon me.
He
Pardon
was
me.
guarding me. I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, what? That's wild.
Yes. And after the game, like he showed me
you
some
cook
love.
him though? Did you cook him though?
Nah, I didn't cook him, but no, I had 10 points in the first quarter though. I played very well. I had a good game, and that first
Okay.
quarter was like my best of the season. So I played
Okay.
well. After the game came up to me, he was like, "Yo, great game, whatever, whatever." He knew I was younger. Obviously,
Yeah.
I had a baby body in 10th
Of
grade,
course,
so
of course, of course.
he knew.
But you were 10th
But
grade, yeah. Of course.
yeah,
You weren't fully
yeah.
developed yet.
But I did my thing in that game, and and we had some hoopers at the time. We had Manny Martinez, we had John Kubanik, who was a beast. He showed up with a broken nose. He played with the mask on. We had Stu, professional soccer player, but Stu was the
Yes.
hooper.
Yep.
So we had guys. We had Victor. Like we had a good
You
team.
did
John
have a
Rogers.
squad. You had a good squad.
No, we had
bro.
a squad. We gave them. We played well against them. We played well.
It's just they were bigger than y'all, right?
They were bigger, and they also had Cooper, who was like my grade. Coop, he went D2. He was a beast.
Okay.
They had another guy. Wow, I can't remember his name. He played alongside McDermott, who was a beast in the lane. Kind of looked like McDermott a little bit. I can't remember his name right now. It'll come to me. But then
Okay.
McDermott was just too much, bro. He was playing the point. He was 6'7". So McDermott in college, he was one of the only players that year. So the funny thing about McDermott, two players in the NCAA had a triple double in the year. I want to say 2009 season, 2010. No, before that. Sorry, like 2006, maybe something like that.
All right.
He had one for Division I. You know who the other one was?
Who?
Shannon.
Oh,
my brother.
He did it to
in that college.
It was Dominican, right?
Nah, I think it was a road game against like a South Division team. I don't think it was Dominican. It might have been like Philadelphia University, or Gold. It might have been Goldie Beacom.
Triple double against Dominican, but
you might
be right. It might be another school. It might be.
It might have been Goldie Beacom, and that's where Big E went. Elijah went to Goldie Beacom.
Yeah.
It might have been Goldie Beacom, but so in all NCAA, two players had a triple double: Jeff McDermott and Shannon. That year.
That's crazy, bro.
In that year, yeah, crazy.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's what's up. So now we go to 11th grade. Now you're solidified. Like you started since 10th. So you're like, all right, this is my year now. Like I'm a little bigger. You know what I mean? I put in work.
Yeah, hold on. Do I need to should I put these lights up a little bit? Make it a little brighter?
Yeah, if you like to, all good, bro.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry about
that. Yeah, all good. 11th grade.
So yeah, now
let's talk about that, because now it's your second year in varsity.
yeah,
Confidence through the roof.
confidence is up. Now I'm feeling like the guys I looked up to, I could kind of play with them, like Brett Harvey, Kevin Buno, Mike McNair, Buddha, and these guys. I'm like, I think now I think I'm more on their level because
Right.
my sophomore year, it was more like I just had my role, like Steph, just run the show. So I guard the best player in the other team every game.
Right.
If you from small forward to point guard to small forward, I'm guarding you. So that was my role my sophomore year, guard the best player and just run the show.
Okay.
We don't need you to score. We just need you to run the show and play defense. So that's what I did. Now junior year,
different.
I'm feeling like, and I'm feeling it like I could really play with these guys, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So junior year comes, we start the season like 6-0, 7-0. When I tell you John Kubanik is dogging, best big man in the county. And anywhere we go, he's killing.
Right.
He like 6'5", strong, left hand, right hand,
right.
Dunk, everything, defense, block shots. The dude was a beast.
Okay.
Quick first step, quick off his feet on defense. He was an animal. Our best player. So we like 6-0, 7-0. Now we in the Alberta's tournament. Collectively as a team, we have a bad game. I'm missing every shot. Kubanik missing every layup. Like we just had a bad night.
Bad game, right?
Yeah, bad game. We go on the film the next morning. We having a film session, and like rightfully so, Coach Ryan is on us.
Right, of course.
So that's one thing I appreciate about Coach Ryan. Like this man. So for me, like that was my guy in high school, man. For me, from the moment I walk into school, he's the first person I see. He's on me right away.
Okay.
Steph, why you late? Steph, what's your first class? You did your homework. You did this. Like he was like, I appreciated him, man. He did everything for me.
Okay.
So film session, he's a basketball guy. Film session, he is on us, ripping us, rightfully so. He's on everybody though. Like, not just
you
me,
said the whole team collectively.
Everybody,
like
the whole team is getting it. We all getting it. And Kubanik he had a bad morning. He just reacted in a way that was like not acceptable. Start cursing out the coaches, this, that, whatever. So he leaves. Our best player, John Kubanik.
Oh, he was probably having a bad day before that.
Yeah. So he leaves or whatever. He quits on that moment. So now it's like, damn, like, what are we gonna do? Like, we just lost our best player.
Right.
We go out. I think we had lost to Nyack the night before. We go out. Consolation game for the Alberta tournament. Then we played Alberta. We beat them without John. And then so now we figure we back in school. We're gonna see John. We're gonna piece it up like, yo, bro, come on. But it didn't work out like that, and he never came back.
Word.
Yeah. So now it's like
he didn't like the way he was being spoken to.
Yeah. I think he just wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't feeling like. I guess he wasn't used to that, and it just rubbed him the wrong way.
That could be it. That could be it because he was always the guy.
He was the guy, and then we were riding high. We were 6-0, 7-0.
Right.
So it was like everything was going good, and he didn't respond like how he should have. He should have responded better to the criticism.
Yeah, of course, because was the coach wasn't getting personal. He was just
no. He was talking hoops for all of us. Like
no.
He was dogging us, rightfully so. Like we had a horrible showing.
You said, "Yo,
we needed
played
that
like crap."
Like crap.
So the only way the coach can make sure that doesn't happen again is
he got to address it.
You know what I mean?
He got to address it. Which he did.
Of course. But I mean, I just chalk that up to his age, and like I said,
for sure. We were kids, and
absolutely.
So after that, he never came back, and I was like, okay. So now it's like, all right, well, we all going to step up then because
we lost our best guy, right?
He's responsible for like 20 and 15, and that's not regular in high school. People don't just get 20 and 15.
That isn't.
He was a beast like that. He was a beast like that, 20 and 15 every game, every night.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So now it's like, all right, well, now it's our time, and that's when my boy DeJesus.
Okay.
That's when he came through, man.
Okay.
That's when that's when he started making his mark.
That's what's up.
So it kind of went from Kubanik and me being like his like co-pilot or me being like his wingman. He was number one. I'm like his wingman. Right. Now it's like, okay, Steph, now you guys step up. And Chris was like my guy. And now me and him is together. Well, me and Chris,
we're in the backcourt together, right?
Yeah, and Chris was my best friend since like third grade.
See, so y'all played with each other.
It was easy. Oh man, we played everywhere together. Like we played Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Harlem, like everywhere. Since
Right.
kids, Chris's dad had us playing with grown men since we were like 12.
Right.
Grown men. Like
Right.
when we didn't think like so Chris was already doing that because his dad had Chris. Listen to Jesus is crazy. He had Chris doing that at like 10 years old. His
Yeah.
first time bringing me with grown men, I'm like Chris, we can play out here.
Yeah.
He's like Chris is like, yeah, this is regular. I'm like,
And you're like,
for who? He's like that. He's like, yeah. He's like, Steph, you good? Like Steph, you can play with them.
yeah.
And I'm like, I'm like, if you say I can, all right, then I can. And from
Right.
there, like, we were just everywhere together, man.
Yeah,
Like,
man, that's what's up, and that's how you establish chemistry, bro.
bro, there was times. So this is regular. After school end, I walk. You know, I live in Fairgrounds 2. Chris lives in VOG.
Right.
So I walk from Fairgrounds 2 to VOG. Get Chris. We go back to Sansondale and just hoop for the rest of the day.
Yeah. Yep.
One day we were so wild. One day we playing in a rainstorm, 1-on-1. Everybody went home, so now it's just me and Chris. Me and him playing 1-on-1 in a rainstorm. It started lightning. Now it's a thunderstorm.
And y'all still hooping.
We still going at it, like going. So mind you, at this point in our lives, like you ever play somebody 1-on-1 so many times that now the defense is easier because you know what he's gonna do.
What he's
so
gonna
it's
do.
It's like hell to score. Like every basket is hell.
Yep.
So me and Chris are just going at. We don't want. None of us want to lose. We're going at whoever wins. We're like, now run it back. So we just keep going.
Right.
Chris Pop show up. Tony DeJesus shows up, and he's like, "What y'all still doing out here, man? Get in this car." So we like, all right. Then he sees us. We're like, let's finish this game. He's like, nah, man. Then he sees us going at it a little bit. He's like,
all right.
Now y'all finish that game.
Yeah, y'all finish that. I'm not
Yo, he's like, y'all finish that game.
He gets it. He's like, you know what?
Yeah, he got it. He gets it, man. And yeah, he let us finish the game. And like, yeah, that's the type of like if you ever play NBA Street, there's that one level where it's like raining out, lightning. It's not even like it's not even real. It's like, yo, that's what we was really doing in real life. We were really doing that. Yeah.
That's what's up. So you said it's you and Chris right now. Killing you lost your best player.
Yeah. And when I tell you, like, our games were so exciting, it was almost like you watching Joe Lindsey and Chance Wellington again, two small guards, just going at everybody.
Okay.
Just like us going everybody. We didn't care who was. We were picking a full court because we're small, so our only thing we could do is make you uncomfortable.
Right.
We got to be in you the whole game.
Yep.
And offensively, like how Steph and Clay play, we're just running without the ball. We're just moving. So you pissed off. You tired of running.
Yep.
So that was our junior year. Now comes junior year, we lose in the sections to Clarkstown North. We had split with them in the regular season. We actually split with everybody, like all the top 3 good teams in the county.
Clarkstown was getting better, and
they were tough. Right? They were tough. Yeah, Clarkstown North was tough at this time. They had Brett Harvey and Sean Weaver.
Okay.
Sean Weaver was a big man. He's a beast.
Mm-hmm.
He still plays actually. He's Clarkstown PD. So him and McKay play on like a team together.
Okay.
So they got like a tough. They got a tough little police team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh
so
no, I heard Brett talking about that. Yes.
Yeah.
I heard Brett talking about that.
So they got some hoopers. My boy Matt Dallin plays on the team. Yeah, they got some hoopers.
That's not fair, bro. Like,
crazy. Yeah.
Who's beating that? That's crazy.
Yeah. They didn't play in like the police league. They played in like some like other real basketball league because they need some real hoopers to play against.
Hey man, that's
so yeah. So we lose to them in the sections. Crazy game, amazing game. Like there's plays that I like vividly live. Like I lived these plays back because like so I had a steal on Brett.
Yeah.
And I could have grabbed the ball and went for a layup, but the play was like so hectic. I ended up fumbling the ball. I got a dive on it. I think I called timeout, or it was like a jump ball. We got the ball,
right?
But like I missed a layup opportunity in regulation. So we hold for the last shot, shoot the game winner, hits the front rim, goes straight up in the air like it might go in, and then it just falls out. They end up beating us in overtime. Yeah, so that play, like I never forget that play. Because like, man, if I could have scooped that ball up, it was a layup.
Right.
But I didn't. He fought for the ball. I just didn't get it clean. So
right.
Yeah, but that was a great moment for us though. Like we learned so much that year. Our senior year, we went 20-3. We were just beating teams down. Like games weren't even close. We were smoking everybody.
Who was on the squad that year?
So our whole team the year before was all juniors that all started. So it was me, to Jesus. And mind you, these are all my best friends also. Chris to Jesus, Steve Rosa, Mark Gonzalez. The four of us been playing together forever. So
Word.
that's our team. So by Cubantic quitting, Mark Gonzalez moved up
Moved up.
in
Right.
rotation.
Right.
So now he's the main big man.
Right.
Rosa was already starting. He was playing a three. So now
Right.
the four of us together, my boy Kenny was our fifth starter. Yeah, man, that year we was cooking everybody. We ended
I went
up,
to Westchester that year too, right?
yeah, we lost to Mount Vernon by 5 that year.
Yeah. I think who
Yeah,
was on that team?
Kevin Jones, Mike Coburn,
Kevin Jones.
Sherrod Wright. They had a
Yep.
crazy
They
squad.
had
My boy
they had
Courtney was on that team. So the craziest thing is when we played them. Remember I said my coach Richie Swozo from St. Greg's.
right.
He was on that staff. So we played
Oh,
against
that's
that.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That is
Yeah,
wild right there.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
wild.
yeah.
That's
So
wild, yo.
my senior year, the section was crazy at that time. So mind you, they were tough, right? Kevin Jones, they went to the state, went to
Right.
federations, everything. They
Yep.
won
They went to
state.
Federations. Yeah, I remember that.
Yep. So they got all of them guys. White Plains had Sean Kilpatrick, Rashad James, Rashawn Johnson, Spencer.
Yep.
You know, they had dogs. They
Dogs.
played us at North Rockland. We lost to them by 3 at North Rockland.
Okay.
I felt like, man, so like I said, we like certain games, I remember everything. My boy did Jesus, he was a cross country runner.
Okay.
The day before the game, he's running hills.
Mm-hmm.
And this just happened to be his worst shooting game ever. Because Chris, one of the best shooters I ever seen in my life. He
No
knocked down
legs.
everything.
He
He
had
had no
no
legs. He
legs.
was missing, he couldn't believe he was missing shots. He's like, yo, what is happening right now? And after the game, he's like, yo, Steph, I ran, somehow.
Yeah, it was his legs. That's all it was. It
Yeah,
was just his legs. Everything
yeah,
else was probably fine. He
yeah,
just didn't have his legs under him. That's it.
yeah. But
Oh man.
when we played Mount Vernon though, this man was on some other stuff. I'm
Right?
talking about, and they had the size. He's going in there with the trees, bumping dudes, spinning, lefty finishes off the glass, crazy.
Okay.
Like, yo, he had the crowd going crazy.
Okay.
Chris had the crowd on the string that game. Everything he
Okay.
did, the crowd was like,
The
ooh, ah,
reacted.
going
Right,
nuts.
right, right,
Yeah,
right, right, right.
everything he did.
Right, right,
And
right.
mind you, Chris like what 5'5", 5'6", so it's crazy to see somebody that size with crazy handle, crazy jumper, playing defense, and then the finishes he was making was like, I'm watching like I'm a fan because he's finishing these layups and I'm like, yo, what is he on right now?
Right, 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 right.
Yeah. If Brett was at the game, Brett would have been like, VOH is testing because
Just tested.
he was going
He all
crazy.
tested because this
He was
is
going
too much.
crazy.
Pee in
Yeah.
the cup after the game.
Yo,
All
for
right.
real, because he was going crazy, man.
That's what's up,
And like,
though, man.
yeah, I
I
was
just wish
proud
there
of
was
him.
footage of this, man.
Yeah, I
Is there
know.
footage?
We probably got the footage somewhere. North Rockland probably has it, but it's not like today where everything is recorded.
That's
Like
probably in a vault somewhere.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
you
for
have
sure.
no idea. Like today is different. You're right, but man, I wish I could see that footage, bro.
Yeah,
Just to see you guys at that age
yeah.
hooping.
So our best game together though was literally the culmination of our basketball life, at least to that point. So the three best teams in CYO: St. Greg's, St. Peter's, St. Joe's.
Okay, of course.
St. Greg's, we got me, Pete Bonilla, Sean Phelan, Mark Mandera, Chris Harris. St. Peter's got Mark Gonzalez, Chris Jesus, Mike Wynn, Louis Furman. They stacked. St. Joe's got Kwamel Sledge, Lamont Lands, they had Isnar, Roddy, this big man Muhammad. They had, stacked. Matt Rose, TJ Abrams. Yo, this team was so stacked. When I tell you these games were nuts, and we played them like 3-4 times a year between like
Yeah, it
all
was
three of
CYO.
us.
Yep.
Yeah, but they're playing the big tournaments outside. They're playing Don Bosco tournament, St. Joe's. So we're seeing them there also.
Oh,
We're seeing
okay.
each
So y'all
other
played them
everywhere.
bad times.
Wars, like I said, at the point where like what they're gonna do before they do it.
Right.
So almost it's easier to play defense now than offense. It's hard to score now because they know what you're doing before you do it.
Right.
It was like that. So now we get to our senior year. Both teams undefeated in the county. They got Lamont. It's all those guys I named.
Right.
They got Mike. They also got Mike Knight, Jamal Little.
That's Spring Valley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jamal Little. That's skate on him.
Yeah. I know.
So bro, stacked. Then we got our guys. We also had Edwin Perez.
Okay, EP3.
Yeah. We had EP3, bro. The game was crazy. So we played in Aspiring Valley.
Nuts, bro.
We played Aspiring Valley. Crowd is packed.
Oh my gosh! I know it
So,
was packed.
yeah.
Too.
So
Hell
so
yeah.
mind you, two of my best friends that I grew up with that were nasty playing on St. Greg's, Pete Bonilla went to Don Bosco, Mark Mandera went to St. Joe. So we didn't have them. But
Okay.
Pete is in the crowd. Mills is in the crowd.
Of
Like, yo,
course.
it's nuts. All the basketball people are there.
Yeah.
Kwame Sledge is there. Like everybody,
Okay.
OGs, everybody,
Okay.
crazy. Um, Shannon had a game that day. My pops was like, "Sorry, Shannon, I ain't gonna make that game."
I gotta go to the Spring Valley.
Yeah, he had to
So,
come to
no,
the
I
he had to
can't
come
miss
to the
this game.
vow. He had to come to the vow. This game was nuts. I think I finished with 35. Chris
Mm,
had like 34.
mm.
Carmel had 34. Lamont had like 29. The game was nuts.
Right.
Um, I ended up hitting the game winner in OT. To this like that, and this game was pretty much it came down to this game for Player of the Year, and I ended up
Oh,
winning Player
okay.
of the Year. And I think it was off of that game was like the deciding factor.
Okay. So who was like in the race with you?
It would have been me or Lamont. If they won, it would have been Lamont.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So that
yeah.
was the game where you're like,
That was
yeah,
the
okay. They
game.
were like, all right, he's the guy.
That was, and we
Okay.
left it, bro. When I tell you, I had to come out. I only came out of the game one time. I started cramping up, like I couldn't even walk. I'm on the
Okay.
floor. First play, I come out the game. I'm cramping up. I'm trying to like, the trainer from Spring Valley was like, go on the wall, put your legs straight.
Right.
I'm
Right.
like, I'm like, I'm like, I know how to get cramps out. This ain't doing it. I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
you got
This
to
is
rub it
something
out.
else.
He's
Yeah.
like, nah.
Yeah.
So then, first play, Lamont gets a steal, brings the ball back here. Young crowd is going nuts. I said, "Hey, yo, call my dad, man. Call my dad." Because
Right. Right.
my dad, big time soccer player. He played for Trinidad's
Yeah.
national
Yeah. He
team,
knows. He
so he
knows what he got to
knows.
do.
So when he came out the crowd, and now he massaging my calves, got the cramp out. I come back in, game ends up going to overtime. Like, yo, everything that game could have been like the final scene of a movie. It was nuts.
Right. That's
It was
crazy.
nuts.
That's what it sounded
Yeah,
like.
it
That's
was
exactly
crazy.
what it's.
It
Yo,
was
get my dad.
like,
I got this
yo,
crib. They
my
going
dad coming out
crazy.
the crowd. My boys, Rosa makes fun of me and Mark Gonzalez to this day. They do my dad's act like, Stefan, move. And he started rubbing the
Come here,
bro.
son. Let me get
Yeah,
there and go
he
for you.
did.
But
Yo, he brought me
I
back.
know you were good and ready to go though. I
I
know that.
was. I was. So, in that game, another thing I remember like vividly, I was a very high percentage free throw shooter.
Okay.
I get on the line for like a one-on-one or two shots. I missed the first one, and I'm feeling it, and I'm still feeling it. So I looked at my bench, almost like, and you know me, man, I never give in like
Right.
ever. But they could see I was like visibly shaken up, like, damn, like, what am I gonna do? Like, I don't got it.
Right.
And Coach Ryan, like I said, he was our head assistant at the time.
Yeah.
He looks me dead in my eyes and just yells at me, "Make the effing free throw!" And
Yeah.
when he said that, it like brought something back into me, and I was
Right.
like,
Right.
"Yeah, I got this. I got this." Like,
Right.
because
Right.
it just showed the confidence that he had in me.
Right.
So in
Right.
that game, also in that game, Chris fouls out, Rosa fouls out. Another thing that like did it to me, that like brought me up again. I'm at the foul line again, and Chris is like, "Yo, this is how I knew we wanted that game so bad." Chris is on the sideline, and he's like, "Yo, Steph, please, please, Steph, please, please." And I know what that meant already. Like,
Yeah.
he didn't have to say nothing else. Like, I
Right.
know he's like, "Yo, make sure we win this game. Please do
Right.
not let us lose this game," because he's like
Right.
helpless. He's out.
Yeah. He couldn't do anything. Right.
So when he said that, I'm watching my best friend say that. I'm like, yeah, it's on. Like,
It's on now.
we're not losing this game. It's over.
Right.
Like, I'm not nothing they can do. I'm not losing this game. I don't care.
Right.
Like, there's no way.
Right. That's
Yeah.
crazy,
So
man.
and,
Yo,
yeah, and
that
I ended up hitting the game.
sounds wild.
The game winning layup to finish the game.
What was the score?
81-80.
That's wild.
High scoring, especially in high school. Yo, you would have loved this game, man. Up and down.
I
The
would
game
have
was
loved
nuts.
that. Just
I'm
by the
talking
way
about,
you were
I'm talking
explaining,
about
I was like, it
high,
sounds like it was up and down.
bro.
And plus the
Highlight
players,
after highlight. Yeah.
the
Yo, it
players
was.
you mentioned, I was like, wait, those guys.
Yeah.
And at that age,
Yes, yo, bro.
come
It
on,
was
bro.
the game was
Yo,
crazy.
flying. Hell yeah.
Yeah. It was a dope game, man. I'll never forget that game ever.
I mean, how did it feel to win player of the? I mean, not too many people get those accolades. So how did it feel to win player of the year, my God?
Nah, it felt amazing. It felt like the culmination of everything I put in. Like, it just hit my heart, man. I was like, yeah, it was big, and it wasn't. And if anybody that wins at a high level, nothing you do is a self award. That's a team award
Right.
because your teammates allow you to be who you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and
Yep.
we're all playing for one goal to win, and they're selfless enough to say, "This is what we need to win." Steph got to have the ball because the other
Steph got to
games,
keep
where
right.
it's Chris got to have the ball, Steve got Mark. You know what I'm saying? So, in most games, I had the ball because my team allowed me to have the ball.
Right.
Some teams, when you got selfish guys, one, they're not winning. There's no way to
Right.
win with
They're
selfish
not
players,
winning. Right.
and when you losing, nobody's getting an award.
That's a fact.
So you got guys that come into the season like, I want to win this award, I want to win this, and that's why they win nothing
They
because
don't
like
get anything. Yep.
that's not what you're really playing for, you know.
Right.
So
Playing
those
for your
solo
teammates,
awards
really.
are team awards.
Right.
When
Right.
you when
Right.
you
Right.
when your coach wins Coach of the Year, that's a team award.
That's a team award. Right.
MVP, that's a team award. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? So
Yep. It allows
yeah,
the team to let
so
the guy be that guy.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
and
I
and
mean, that's facts, bro. So wait,
and
did you get a ceremony or was it just like an announcement? How
so
did that whole work? How thing work out?
so they have they do an article in the paper, and then it's dope because they make this dope article of you, and then they show the previous players of the year. So my name is next to Rod Chase and Mir Khan,
That's
who
fire.
who I grew up like
Watching.
idolizing. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Like
You
yeah,
watching these guys like,
yeah.
yo, these guys are doing it,
Yeah.
right?
So that's another thing. One thing my brothers did. They always kept me close to them. So
Yeah,
like these guys that I idolized were never too like Z, Ra, Mir. They were never too far. Like I could actually touch them. I could actually
right,
talk to them. Like
right,
you know what I'm saying. So and I always made sure like from then as a kid, I always said when I get older, that's who I'm gonna be. I want to
right,
make sure I spend time with the kids coming up after me. I
right.
show them what I know. I could help them with whatever, like whatever they need. You know what I'm saying?
Of
And
course.
to this day, I'm like that. Like
Right,
right
right.
now, man, yo, that kid Marco, I got so much love for this kid. I want him to have a career in basketball, not just play and kill.
Bro, he
I want
has
him. I want him to live basketball and play overseas or play wherever he wants to play.
he has
And
the potential, bro.
yeah,
He got
yo,
it, bro.
he got it, man. So
He's
like,
got it, bro. And the
yeah,
thing that I'm impressed by is that he can play in the paint as well. So,
yeah,
like, if there's a smaller guard guarding him, they're
it's a wrap.
food, bro.
It's a wrap.
They're food. So I was
And then
like,
he,
yeah,
and then he
he's got
listens.
the potential.
He takes direction. Like he got it, man.
Yeah, that's
Like
what I'm saying. He's coachable.
yes,
You know what I'm saying? That's what I noticed.
like
Like
and
even
like
when you guys play PE bullies and y'all be like, "Yo, don't do that, do this." He's like,
so
"All right,
I don't know if you noticed last night. So like one of his in high school he was a lot stronger and more athletic than a lot of people, most
of
people.
course,
So he could take off from anywhere.
right,
So he's doing these moves where he's taking off from like the foul line, and if he missed, he just chasing his shot and going back up with it.
yeah,
So I told him this one time. I said, "Yo, dribble until they stop you. I know this was your bread and butter and it was easy.
right."
If you get all the way to the rim, it's a bucket efficiently.
Every time.
There's
Yep,
no misses, there's no offensive rebound. It's a bucket.
yep.
I told him that one time. You saw him last night.
He went
He's
crazy,
getting
bro.
all the way to the cup and
Yep.
just he
It
not
was
even using
nothing.
athleticism. He just rolling everybody
Nah,
up
he
easy. Like
he just went in because he's
yeah,
listening to you. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like
yeah,
that's what I was talking about. I'm like, yo, he's coachable and
yeah.
guys
Well,
like that.
he played for Shannon. He played for Shannon
Oh, okay.
like all these years.
So
And
Shannon groomed him. See that? Okay, I get it now. Because
yeah,
I know Shannon's competitive, so I know he
yeah, yeah,
brought
yeah,
that to the
yeah,
coaching side. So
yeah.
yeah, he's gonna instill that in his
Nah,
kids too.
yeah, yeah. So to me, he's next up. I think the kid Yenfrey could be something serious too, man. So
Who,
Yenfrey, he's just 19. Yeah, I want to see both of them
bro?
do some big things. And
He's only 19, and the thing that he's only 19. Granted, that's his name, but he's only 19 years old. So much potential, bro.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
watching him play, I'm like, yo, he is levels above some of the guys that are on the
yeah,
court with him, bro.
yeah.
Levels.
So he's the next one. He just needs to. You see how Marco's now playing with like established, veteran guys that know the
He's
game.
teaching him.
So
Yeah.
so he's learning the game. Yanfrey just needs to be on a team like that where the game will come easy, where he don't
Yep.
gotta really where his game will be more efficient because it'll come
Yep.
very easy. Once
Yep.
he gets that experience,
It's a wrap.
it's a wrap.
It's a wrap, bro.
It's
But
over.
nah, I mean, when I first seen him hoop, I was like, oh nah, he's different, bro. Like he's not
Yeah.
like all these other hoopers that I've seen. Like he
I
can
had
really
to
do this.
I had to call Shane another day. I'm like, yo, I don't know if you've seen Yanfrey in a while, but he wants it, man. Like this
Yeah,
kid wants it.
bro. He's another one. Like you say, he could play somewhere professionally. if
Yeah,
he
for
really,
sure,
really wants
for
it. You know what
sure.
I
And
mean?
I think he does want it, man. So I could see
It
both
looks
of
like
them.
it. It looks like it,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
He said in post game interviews how he's been putting in the work. I was like, that's all I needed to hear, bro. You're
Nah,
good.
Hapstra gonna be on their back in a few years, man. It's gonna be their town. So
Yeah, that's a
yeah,
fact, bro. That's a fact. So post high school player of the year.
yeah,
What? Because I tried to do some research on it. I'm like, wait a minute, I only see 1 year. So
yeah, yeah.
you gotta break everything down to me and let me know
Yeah,
what
yeah,
happened, bro.
yeah. So post high school, I had a lot of offers from schools. Shannon was at Nyack College, so I ended up going to Nyack. I'm like, I want to play like so we're 4 years apart, so we never
Right.
got to play together.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So he redshirted his first year, so it worked out. So his senior year now, his fifth year is when my freshman year.
Yeah.
So I go to Nyack. We played together for that 1 year.
Mhm.
Um, this dude was an animal, man. Like he was a
Dude,
big
I
all
was looking at
conference,
some of the
all
numbers that
met.
Sheenan had. I'm
He
like,
was different. He was different.
damn.
Guy
What the
was
heck?
different.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, like you said in the beginning, that competitive nature, he was
yeah,
not gonna let no
yeah,
one outdo
yeah.
him. So that's why he was
Never.
like that.
Yeah. And then he wasn't the most naturally like gifted athlete at all. Like he was,
No.
to be honest, as far as athleticism, he's the worst athlete in my family. Like, you know, he wasn't, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't
Shaded,
fast.
don't get at me, Shaded.
Yo,
He
bro,
said,
he
what's it
knows.
mean?
He knows already. Like,
Okay,
yo, zero bounce. The boy was slow. He was quick, but he was slow. Like,
right.
he couldn't run fast, but he could, quick movements if he got the
Quick
ball.
movements. Yeah,
But
yeah.
like, he wasn't like, but he just put in the work, man. He was just a dog.
And
Like,
IQ,
yeah. Oh,
bro.
IQ better than anybody. Like IQ was different,
It was
and,
different,
and
bro.
that's where I got a lot of mine from. Just watching
Yep.
him, like just studying
Yep.
him, like
The
and
IQ
stealing
was always
his
there with the
moves.
brother,
Like
yo.
yeah, and
Yeah.
he was very creative. Like
Yep.
his moves are just very crafty. Like
Yep.
yeah. So now my freshman year, I'm playing with him. I'm playing a little bit. I definitely should have been. I should have been playing a lot. I should have been
Yo,
one of the guys,
it's
but
funny, man. That's one thing I hear about college. I don't know if coaches do that on purpose
well,
or
my situation was a little tougher because so my coach he was kind of like his last leg,
okay.
so he was in a hard position. So he's just playing all his upperclassmen. Like
Right.
if you all his seniors were playing all his guys. So if he gonna go out, that's what he gonna go out with.
That's the
So I
way he's gonna
understood.
do it. Right.
But
Right.
I felt away because I'm like, yo, you've been recruiting me since my sophomore year. I finally come here and it's like, and I know I should be on the court. I play well every game. My plus minus is one of the better on the team.
Right.
But anyway, he gets fired at the end of the year.
Oh man.
Um,
Okay.
yeah. So now I'm like, okay, maybe I'll transfer. So I end up redshirting my next year. In the middle of the redshirt year, out of nowhere, that's when Shannon gets sick.
Okay.
Um, Out of like nowhere, he's hooping. He like sprains his ankle one day, and then like all his joints on his right side just like uh swell up. They swell up.
Yeah, yeah.
And, like he can't walk.
Damn.
In the room in the basement for like 2 weeks straight, like not even getting up. Like
Right, 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 right,
so
right.
like it just did something to me, man. Like it just so mind you, I'm with him every day now. Like
I mean, that's your brother, bro.
yeah,
So you know what
yeah.
I mean?
So like more than that, it just like mentally, I was like,
It
yo,
gave you perspective.
it just turned, yeah, it did, but it turned basketball off for me because like so now
Oh,
I'm looking at
absolutely.
somebody
No, 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 no,
that
no. Because
that
you
I,
didn't know what was gonna happen to your brother.
yeah, and mind you, I'm
So
still a kid. I'm still 19,
right.
and like he was about to go overseas. Like his game was crazy. So
Yeah,
like
yeah, no, he would have cooked. He would have
that's a
cooked,
given,
bro. He would have cooked.
and it just did something to me, man. Like I stopped going to class. I didn't really care about practice, and like after that, I didn't play.
Bro, I fully understand because if something like that happened to Frank, I would have been the same way. I'm like, nah, bro, that's my brother. Like, nah, I can't. I gotta make sure
Yeah,
he's good. Everything else is
yeah.
whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So I was in like I was in a depression right there. Like
Heck yeah. I fully understand, bro.
I didn't, and so I went from playing basketball multiple times a day to I didn't play ball for like a year, like
Oh, oh, see, I didn't
yeah,
know that. So it
yeah.
was a whole year of no hoops at all.
I didn't
What
touch a
year was this?
basketball. Um, 2009.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
So
Okay.
I didn't touch a ball like, and I was done with it. I was like, I'm good, man. Like it's crazy because so I knew I was going to have to talk about this, with
Of
this
course.
interview.
Of
You know,
course.
so I'm like preparing myself because I hate talking about this. Like most people don't, like you didn't even know. Most people have no idea.
No, I didn't.
So,
I mean, I knew
so
Shannon got sick, but I didn't know like to
like
what.
like how it affected me, like
Yeah, how it
everything.
affected you. I didn't know how
Yeah,
serious it was. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because I don't
yeah,
poke and pry at shit like that.
yeah, yeah,
I hear
yeah,
something, I'll be like, damn, I hope he gets better. You know what I
yeah.
mean? That's it. You know, I don't get nosy and like, oh
So
my God, what's going on, and start gossiping. Nah.
yeah.
But
So
no,
the
it's good to
craziest,
hear it. It's
so
good
the
to hear.
craziest thing, my best friend Pete Bonilla that I said went played at Don Bosco
Yes.
at St. Greg's. He was the guy. He was our guy. He was our best player.
Right.
So like literally like a year before this happened, I'm in Pete. Pete went to St. Joe's in Philly for college.
Right.
So he goes to St. Joe's. He was done playing ball. You know, he played intramurals or whatever.
Right.
And I didn't even think about this till this week. I'm like, I'm gonna have to talk about this. And Pete's birthday was yesterday.
Yeah.
So no, 2 days ago. Sorry, Pete's birthday was 2 days ago. So you know, I'm just reminiscing on like everything, me and him, time spent, everything.
Right. Right. Right.
And I remember this conversation we had at his house, and I don't know why he asked me this, and now it's kind of coming in, while I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
He had asked me, he said, what would you do without basketball? He's like, if
That's a good
you
question. That's a
and my
good question.
and at the time, I'm 18 at the time, so this is before that happened. And I'm like, without basketball, you just take me out. You can just kill me. I'm good. I'm not living
Right.
without
Right. Right. Right.
basketball.
Right. Ball was life. Trust
And
me. I
I'm
know.
and I'm dead serious. Like
Right.
I'm not. And he looks at me. He's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Yo, I can't. I don't want. If I can't play ball, take me off this earth. I'm good."
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's like, that's pretty selfish. He's like, you got your family, your friends, your brothers. There's so much more to life. Like there's other things
Oh, so he was
that
saying this.
because he was living it already. He already experienced life without basketball. He experienced the beauty of life. It's not just basketball. It's
It's
just
not just
when you
hoops.
put so much
Okay.
time in this one thing, you don't even recognize how much life is out there to live.
Right. Right.
And so me,
That's
I'm so caught up in just basketball every day of my life.
that's bars, bro.
And yeah, man.
That's a
And
gem, bro. I can't
yeah,
front. I
yeah.
can't front.
So we're having that conversation, and he's like, "Yo, there's so much to life, man." I'm like,
He's
"Nah, without
right though.
basketball."
He's right.
He so right on the
He's right,
money.
bro.
That was like
Yeah.
it was like prophetic.
Yeah.
Fast forward a year later,
Especially at that age. Hell
yeah.
yeah.
So Pete was always like a man amongst boys, not just
Right.
so as far as his body, he was strong as hell,
Right. Right.
but mentally though, he was always an adult.
That's what's
Like
up.
I always looked up to this man. He was always an adult.
Right. Right.
So since we were kids, so fast forward a year later, I give up basketball. Um, Fast forward some years later after that, as an adult now, I love the game,
Yeah. Yeah.
but I live though. I experience everything, man. Me. I'm always traveling somewhere.
Yep. Yep.
Seeing this
You
culture,
live, you
that
live your
culture.
life, man.
I
That's a
I
fact.
want to learn everything. I'm learning this. I'm trying this. So
Yeah.
he was very, very decade before me as far as that, man. Like,
Right.
and he
Right.
was so
Right.
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 And he was so right.
And the thing is, the time he told you, you probably weren't ready for it, but later
Yeah,
on, you're like, that's
I
what he's
needed that.
talking about.
I needed that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's facts. That's crazy. So now
crazy, man.
you told us what was going on with the school situation, but now 2000, I'm gonna say, 2013, in the Blue Gym,
Yeah.
this new league comes out of nowhere,
Yeah.
VOH basketball. I mean, of course, it was much needed in Haverstraw. It was
Oh man.
long overdue. You know what I'm saying? So to have that start, how did that make you feel? Because you're like, wait a minute, I got basketball in my backyard now. So
Yeah.
and there's comp coming. So I'm like,
Yeah.
wait a minute.
So VOH came at like perfect timing because I told you at that time, like what, 2009, 2010,
Yep.
whatever. I ain't played for like a year.
Right.
Shannon was the one that was like, "Yo, you gotta start playing again, man. Like, if you wanna,
Shout out to Shane and
if you wanna make me happy, like this is what make me happy. Play ball." Because I'm having conversations with my dad. He's trying to get me to hoop. I'm like, I'm crying having conversations with him. Like,
yeah.
it's killing me. But I'm trying to tell him like, "Yo, I'm done." He's like, so one day, Shannon called me, and that was it. Brief conversation, and like,
Yeah.
if the big dog said you gotta play, you gotta play.
You're gonna play.
So
That's right.
that's
That's
it.
right. I mean,
So,
why not?
bro, once I start hooping again, off the ground running, like I ain't
Everything
miss,
came back. It was like riding a bike.
like I didn't miss nothing.
Right.
I'm talking about I don't talk like that. I'm dogging people.
Right.
Everywhere I'm going, I'm dogging
Right.
everybody. So now I'm back in form, and VOH came right at that time. So like,
The birth
yeah,
of
man.
40 Cal.
Yeah.
The birth of 40. That's right.
So
I
so
mean,
now so Brett actually was calling me before that 40 cal
okay.
in the Val at Memorial
Oh,
Park.
that's right. At the
Brett
tournament.
coined
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
Yeah, Brett coined that back then. But yeah, so VOH in the Blue Gym, that was a time, man. That
Bro,
was a
I'm
time to be
watching
alive.
some of the footage from back
That
then.
was a
I'm
time
like,
to be
yo,
alive.
y'all were having fun in there, bro.
Yeah,
Because it was
yeah,
something new, something
yeah.
long overdue.
And the people loved it, man, because
Yep.
the town was in the summertime. The first season was in the summertime.
Yep.
The town is lit during the summer.
Of
So now
course.
everybody got something to do
Something to go to.
from
You know
seven
what I
to 10.
mean?
You could watch these basketball games, and
Yep.
like they were pulling up. It was fire.
That's fire, man. I mean,
Yeah.
you are the most decorated player in VOH. I had to think. I was like, nah, I don't think anyone has more chips, MVPs, Finals MVPs. I mean, that just goes back to what we were talking about in the beginning, your competitive nature, where it came from. I mean, if you were to tell someone about you probably do it now. Tell someone about VOH basketball and why they should join. What would you tell them? Because I mean, you're decorated, so you got
Yeah.
years. You a veteran, so
Yeah, VOH basketball, best league the town has, not the town, best league the Rockland County has ever seen. Shout out to Kwame because he gave us the blueprint back
yes,
in Memorial Park.
foundation. That's a fact.
And Brad took that and just extrapolated everything good
Yep.
and brought it to a whole nother level.
Yep.
So the best league, it's the best league in a lot of places though. Like it's hard to find a league like VOH, man. When
I want to go as hard as say probably the best league in Hudson Valley.
For sure. You go VOH in the summertime is insane.
Bro, you got teams from Jersey, Westchester, upstate. like it's wild, bro.
Let me just say this: you pull up to a VOH game as a player, it's a long day. You could be the best player on your team, and it's gonna be a long day for you. There's nowhere to hide.
Nope.
Everybody is a dog.
Yep.
VOH summer, like the winter league is good. The spring league is good. The summer league is a different world.
Different monster, bro.
You step on that court. There's times you feel lonely. Like, damn, where's all my help? Where's everybody at? Because you standing in front of somebody. You stand in front of a pro player. He passes it. You go through one screen. You switch. You on a different pro player.
Yep.
Next time down, you guard a player, a Division II, Division I, Division III athlete. Then you guard somebody that just got put in a college Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Like then the next play, somebody throw a lob. You looking to catch it. You getting put on a poster.
The league is insane.
And it might not even be a big man. It might be a guard that's just dunking crazy.
Like on you, right?
The league is crazy.
Yeah, bro. I mean, that's probably one of the illest breakdowns. That's a fact, bro.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Like
you said it
crazy.
One D2, D3. You gonna end up guarding something. Summertime, that's what it is. It's a monster.
Yeah.
It is a monster. The best of the best come out. And I love it.
It's nuts. It's beautiful.
That's
it's beautiful, man.
And I think, like I said, this county needed something like that. Like you said, Kwame did it for a while at the park in Spring Valley. And what Brad did with it to get it in gyms and just to get it out there through social media, it was a beautiful situation, man. Yeah,
Kwame was that was KRS-One.
Yes,
and then Brad came through like Jay-Z with the blueprint.
With the blueprint, that's a
fact.
That
blueprint,
That's a fact. I mean, someone had to do it, set the example, so other guys can do the same thing. You know what I mean? So it's only right, man. Yo, Steph, this convo was a vibe, my guy.
I appreciate you, man.
You already know. I wish Bravo was here, but he's gonna watch. He's gonna watch and be like, "Damn, man!"
And listen, we're gonna do. We can, in maybe like a year or two, we're gonna do another one when I get to another level with this refereeing, and we're gonna take the combo to it because by then I'll be back coaching too. We're gonna get to it, man.
Okay,
yeah.
When you start coaching and refing, well, you ref now. When you coach again, you definitely got to come back. We're gonna chop it up. And Bravo's going to be available this time.
Yes, sir. Yes,
All right, yo, brother. Truly appreciate you. Thank you for coming on.
I I appreciate the love y'all always give me and
You
the
already
respect, man. I love y'all, man, for real. And y'all doing a great thing, man. Keep
truly
up the great
appreciate
work,
you, my guy.
and I'm gonna always support y'all. For
Appreciate
real.
the appreciation, man. You already
Yes,
know
sir.
the vibes, man.
Yes, sir.
Peace,
Yes, sir.
bro.
Peace out, bro.
Be safe.